So it starts super creepy deep in the ocean with all this weird gas bubbling up from the earth. Then, cut to this young couple, Emily and Randall. They're going on vacation to his dad's beach house. But get this, the place is a total ghost town. All the other houses are empty because it's not peak season yet. So it's just the two of them. And then Emily starts noticing weird stuff right away. She goes to the bathroom and the water is off, like not normal. Then she opens the medicine cabinet and it's totally stocked with medicine. Which is super weird, right? Because nobody's lived here for ages. She goes to the kitchen and it's a mess, like someone's been living there. While she's checking things out, bam! This random lady just runs into the house. Emily totally freaks out and hides. She quietly goes upstairs to get Randall, but the lady hears her footsteps and disappears before he can get there. Just kidding. They find her hiding in the house. Randall's like, "What are you doing here?" And the lady is all, "No, this is my house." Then her husband shows up and it turns out they're Mitch and Jane, and they're like super old friends of Randall's dad. Mitch says Randall's dad told him they could stay there. Emily is so mad. Her whole vacation is ruined. But Randall is way more chill about it. He's like, "Hey, why don't you guys have dinner with us?" So awkward. Emily is not happy, so she goes outside to pout. I think she sees the slug on the ground, and it looks all sick and gross, like it has some disease.
Everyone starts chowing down on these oysters,
So
but
creepy.
Emily's like, no thanks, she's not eating them. Then she starts talking about her major, which is astrobiology, and she's basically like, life on Earth is super fragile. If the sun gets a tiny bit hotter or the planet moves an inch, we're all total toast. The Earth will just be dust and gas. The other guys have no idea what she's talking about, but they're kind of into it. Then Mitch notices the water is weird too, but he just ignores it. Later, they're all standing outside and see this really strange thing. There are all these tiny microbes just floating in the air. They're supposed to be in the water, not flying around. It's so weird. Jane is like, ooh, I gotta get a closer look. And she walks right into it. She reaches out and touches one of the floating things. Big mistake. As soon as she does, this thick fog rolls in and she starts coughing like crazy and just passes out. So Mitch goes running after her to find her. Meanwhile, Randall is completely wasted and has no idea what's going on. Then the fog starts creeping into the house. Emily runs to shut the door, but she breathes some of it in and faints too. So Emily wakes up in the middle of the night. She hears Jane coughing and goes to check on her room, but Mitch just sees her and slams the door in her face and locks it. So sketchy. The next morning, Emily and Randall wake up with these killer headaches. They decide to go down to the beach, but when they get downstairs, Jane is just sitting there in a chair, not moving or talking. She's just staring. Emily gets closer and sees Jane has taken all of her medicine. And then she sees it. Get this. Jane's skin is literally peeling off her body. So gross. They both freak out and run outside to find Mitch. They're sitting on the beach and suddenly Randall starts feeling super sick. Remember, he ate the oysters and Emily didn't. He sprints back to the house.
His phone
totally
and his
panicked.
keys right there on the beach. Classic mistake. So as soon as Randall leaves, Mitch shows up, and he totally knows Jane is in a bad way. Meanwhile, Randall gets back to the house and sees the water is completely messed up now. The color, the smell, everything is wrong. Then he hears a noise on the roof and thinks it's Mitch. But get this, Mitch is actually back on the beach with Emily. He's like, this place is so strange, and then he just wades into the ocean for a swim and poof, he's gone. Just disappears. Emily freaks out and runs toward the water, but she steps right on a jellyfish. It stings her, and when she looks down, there's a freaking worm moving around in her foot. She looks around and realizes the entire sea is crawling with these things. She sprints back to the house and yanks the thing out with some tool, and surprise, it's not a worm at all. It's a jellyfish tentacle that got mutated into some creepy crawly thing. So she bandages her foot, changes her clothes, and is about to make a run for it. And that's when Randall comes crawling back to her. He looks awful. Turns out Jane got to him. And Jane's not a person anymore, dude. She's a full-on zombie now. They try to get away from zombie Jane, but she will not let them go. They run to a neighbor's house for help, but it's empty. And they can't get to their car because, you guessed it, the keys are still on the beach. Then they see another one of those crawling zombie people coming right for them, so they just run. Night falls, the fog rolls in, and Randall is getting sicker by the second. But then Emily finds a police car with a working radio. She calls for help, and she actually gets a reply. Some guy on the other end is like, "It's extremely dangerous." And Emily's like, "You mean the fog?" And the guy says, "No, it's not the fog." And then the connection just cuts out. So creepy. They hide in another house and the TV is on. And that's when they learn this isn't just happening to them, it's happening all over the country. It's these microbes from deep in the ocean. The earth got too hot and it released them, and now they're killing everyone to create a new kind of life. Their whole purpose is to wipe humans out. Emily finds car keys and knows they have to go. She runs into the basement and finds oxygen cylinders, which are perfect for breathing in the fog. But it's too late. Randall starts vomiting, and this nasty creature comes out of him. He's turning into a zombie. In the basement, Emily sees this super mutant guy just eating another person. Total nightmare fuel. So Emily grabs an oxygen tank and runs upstairs. Randall is totally changed now, just a monster. She has no other choice. She takes the cylinder and just crushes him with it. Kills him. She finds the keys and runs to the car, but the fog is so thick she can't see a thing. She's just driving by guessing, and then bam, she crashes right into a tree. Then we see that Emily is starting to change too. She's got some of the creature's features. And then it cuts to the next morning. Emily is on the beach, fully infected, just saying, "Don't be afraid." A giant wave comes and just sweeps her away into the ocean. So, in the end, Emily was right all along. The planet's balance got messed up, these things got out, and they just took over. And that's how the movie ends.